fires up to 2.5 kilometres and is vital on the battlefield, aiming at short-range targets like heavily armoured tanks. The Javelin is the world's most versatile and lethal one-man portable weapon system and is fired from the shoulder.
We're going away from like Afghan, you're looking towards like Russia and China and all the other, well, in conflicts in like North Africa, they've all got vehicles, they've all got armour, and this is the only weapon that we've got that infantry will defeat it with. It can penetrate 76.2 centimetres of armour, so 3/4 of a metre, so yeah, you're having a bad day of that, you're like. Yeah, so it can do a lot of damage.
On Salisbury Plain, infantrymen from units across the armed forces are on their final exercise racing Snake, a culmination of everything they've learnt so far.
I think some people find it very challenging. They carry an awful lot of kit. I think the average for my section just then was about 110 pounds of weight, and they're, like I said, they're going over 16k over fairly hilly terrain. It's very much mind over matter and just fighting it through, and they have to get through as a team. They can't get through as individuals.
The aim is to practice the best way to get into a battlefield and extract safely. In this scenario, they're on their way back to base when it's hit.
Cartridge! Protection!
Cartridge!
They're being marked throughout on how they deal with the situation, how they tend to casualties and safely remove them from the scene.
Lads, give me a stretcher!
Help him up. Take.
Right, go.
Right. Let's go. Right, let's go. Yeah. And it's 3 of you together, was it?
3, yeah.
Cool.
Wherever we go in the world, we're never going to get the casualties. No matter what you're carrying, what kit you've got, or where you are, you need to be able to react accordingly to them.
And you're carrying quite a lot of kit, aren't you? Just talk us through what you've got there.
I mean, it's not quite a walk in the park, but we get there. So we got the clue, and then the launch tube assembly missile, which is designed for the destroying any enemy armour, and thermal sheets to try and keep us disguised, batteries, tripods, and then our usual wet warm kit, food, etc.
The next serial is a map exercise using battle boards and miniature model tanks to simulate a scenario. The aim is to identify fine details of the vehicle and put into plan how they would approach the enemy. Reaching 11 kilometres now, the soldiers are feeling extremely tired, so they're tested on their weapon handling skills before they reach the firing point, where 12 NLAWs and 5 javelins are fired. The top students get the chance to fire the javelin. At £70,000 to do so, this is an exciting opportunity.
It's an enormous privilege to be able to fire it. It was an amazing experience. I was terrified that I'd missed, so fortunately managed to hit it. My platoon sergeant told me I wasn't going to be allowed back into the platoon if I missed, so yeah, pretty pleased about that.
I think they'll feel immensely proud that they've been able to do it. Not many people do get to fire the NLAWs, particularly the JAV. So it's great for them when they go back and they're able to tell their muckers that they've been able to fire it. So it's great to reward them with that. But unfortunately, there are people who absolutely deserve it, but we don't have enough javelins to give them.
The deployability of the Javelin is restricted to Salisbury Plain, but with future conflicts likely to take place in urban areas, the need to train in those environments is high on the agenda.
It would be really useful to be able to incorporate it in other operating environments like urban. We have the capability of IMBA and Copill Down as well, but we can only use it so far in those urban environments, and we need to train using the Javelin in all sorts of operating environments where possible.
The infantrymen will now go back to their units with what they've learnt and adapt it to their regiment. so that they're up to date with vital skills needed to take the Javelin into action.